Embaixadora, eu queria te perguntar mais sobre Irlanda. Sua família é de lá. Você imigrou para os Estados Unidos com 9 anos, como entendi. E hoje em dia estamos vendo cenas de muita violência de novo. Este mês faz 23 anos, né, que o Acordo de Paz foi feito, só que, como sabemos, com a saída do Reino Unido da União Europeia, de novo temos essa fronteira problemática, porque o Sul ficou com a Europa e a Norte ficou com o Reino Unido. Isso pode chegar onde? A senhora acha que podemos ver de novo essas cenas de violência durante muitos anos? E também eu queria perguntar sobre essa questão dos jovens. A maioria dos manifestantes lá são jovens, são meninos às vezes de 12 ou 13 anos. Por que isso está acontecendo? Foi uma falha da nossa geração para cima de explicar o valor da paz, de fazer esse país fazer sentido para essa nova geração?
Well, thank you so much for asking that question. I don't think the situation there has received enough attention anywhere, really. And now, with demonstrations turning into violent demonstrations, finally it is earning headlines. But the underlying issues of a lack of trust and of so much history that did not really go addressed, that was kind of papered over without the grievances really being surfaced and dealt with sufficiently. That is now erupting. So I'd say a couple things. First, we can never be complacent. No matter how long a peace has been in place, if the underlying issues have not been fully addressed, there is a risk of things escalating quickly. And so right now, diplomacy and engagement need to smother this problem, for sure. And I think we learned this even in America on January 6th with the insurgency on the Capitol. No democracy is immune from our divisions turning violent. No democracy. And I can say in America, we were very complacent for a long time. So the lesson of Ireland is a lesson that applies everywhere. The second thing I would say is that this tension is something that everybody predicted as an outgrowth of Brexit, like you said. And the fact of the matter is that the Good Friday Agreement, one of the reasons it succeeded in maintaining peace was that in general, the borders between the countries that comprise the European Union melted away. They disappeared. And so that hard border between Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland, the countries were different countries. Northern Ireland was part of the United Kingdom. Ireland was the Republic of Ireland. But the border didn't matter because they were two members of the European Union. So when the United Kingdom narrowly decided to leave the European Union, and it meant that that border was potentially going to be changed and was going to become a real border, and all those forces of integration were going to be blocked again in a way that hadn't happened in decades. It was going to create significant problems. And so the important thing is that border cannot become a hard border. There has to be a way, as the European Union has tried to negotiate on Ireland's behalf, to ensure that that remains an open process and an open structure. And I think that's where young people really can help. Young people on both sides, whether Protestant or Catholic, no matter where they fall on the divide, for economic reasons alone, it is just essential that goods and people be able to flow freely. And so that's fundamentally where the ultimate diplomatic solution is going to lie. But there are forces of nationalism, just like those forces of nationalism that exist in the United States, that would sooner risk a return to great tension than compromise. And now is a time to ensure, again, that the gains of peace are preserved.